Today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is swung beats. The reason I want to make this lesson is I feel this topic can be really abstract and people can throw around phrases like just play with, a looser touch or just give it more feel. So to demonstrate what I mean by playing a beat swung or to swing a drum beat, I'm going to demonstrate to a click track. I'm going to play the exact same beat, one time straight and the other time swung. Let's give it a shot. So a massive difference between the straight and the swung version of the same beat. So how am I differentiating these? First of all, I'm playing the straight beat with straight as possible 16th notes. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. I'm trying to really place everything evenly. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. But how I think of the swung beat is I simply turn the 16 note grid into a more shuffled grid. So the shuffle rhythm. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the. So to get comfortable with this, definitely practice loads of shuffles and play the swing pattern as much as you can because it's really going to help. So now I'm going to demonstrate with a click track playing 16th notes and then starting to give them a little bit of swing and a little bit of that shuffle feel to them. All right, let's give it a shot. So, this is where it gets confusing. Takes a lot of practice, but I'd highly recommend spending some time with this. Get comfortable with totally straight 16th notes, then trying to morph them into something a little choppier, a little more swingy, and then it goes from 16th notes in between to a full-on shuffle. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So this is where it becomes really personal. Everyone has their own feel when it comes to executing a groove. And again, this is why it can be such a dark art. But yeah, the basic principle is to feel that shuffle rhythm. Jacka 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 jacka. A great exercise to getting comfortable with this is to play a single stroke roll between the hi-hats and the snare drum. I'm going to play it straight and then I'm going to play it swung. So to me, this is essential in starting to grasp this because you notice the right hand keeps straight 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So it's the left hand that's really giving it that swung feel. So straight. So an essential part of developing this is practicing patterns you already know or phrases that you'd normally play around a kit and see if you can swing them. So for example, digga digga da 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 da. This is really important for understanding when we go onto the bass drum. Something that really helped me with this was exercise 1 in the book Syncopation. Really recommend checking that out. We used to work on that in college, and we just played through the phrase, and you know, I used to practice it straight and then try to play it really swung in between, stuff like that. Really, really helpful. So we've worked a bit on our phrasings with the sticks. We got those ghost notes on the snare, kind of swung. So now we move on to the kick. And this is really the main component to what I'm teaching here today. So I'm going to give you an example of some grooves. And what you'll notice is the hands are just playing straight 8 notes, but it's the kick that gives it that swing feel. All right. So some absolute masters of this. John Bonham, of course. Steve Jordan. He's just an absolute beast at this. And one of my favorite drummers, Brad Wilk from Rage Against the Machine. If you listen to any of their albums, his foot is super swingy. He's getting that shuffle feel going with all the kick drums. It's really amazing to listen to. Okay, so I want to explain a concept that really helps me kind of get this feel on the kick drum, and that's singles and doubles. So I'm going to demonstrate with a straight groove, and then I'll show you how the footwork changes when I go to more of a swing feel. So you probably noticed there, it started off da 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 ga, da 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 ga, da 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 ga. So when I went to the more swung feel, the kick went single, double, single. This is super useful when playing these grooves. Just helps you get that feel across. Because when we're playing it totally straight, we want all the notes to be even, da 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 ga. But when we're playing swung, da da da, da 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 ga. To me, feeling the singles and doubles separately helps me get that spacing more the way I want it. Now I'm going to demonstrate some grooves. So there's going to be double to single and single to double. Last but not least, if we're going to play straight 16 notes on the kick, da 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 ga, we're going to end up playing a full shuffle. Again, that's really hard, so that takes a lot of practice. So the final exercise I want to demonstrate is playing through Benny Greb's Language of Drumming with the swung bass drum pattern. So me and one of my students actually came up with this idea. We were trying out different things to, you know, Benny Greb's alphabet, and we realized, oh, what if we used the swung bass drum through backbeat grooves? And it was super useful. So this is really going to test you on that singles and doubles concept. So yeah, I'm going to give it a shot now. And if you haven't checked out Benny Greb's Language of Drumming, highly recommend getting the DVD and the book and all that. Super useful. Right, let's give it a shot. So I hope this video helped demystify some of the kind of dark art behind these swung grooves. And yeah, best of luck with it. Let me know if this stuff helps. And yeah, try them for yourselves. So I'm going to finish off by just messing around with these concepts.